And a pitch. Out to short. Over to first. One out in the top of the first. And here is Ronald Acuna Jr. Bounce to the right. York gets it to first. And Acuna retired.
Batting third, the left fielder, Evan.
2 outs, base is empty. And now here is Evan Carter. And a foul ball. Carter bats left, throws right, 27 years old, and he was selected for the All-Star game last year. On the ground to first. And that chance handled. Tosses to the pitcher covering the bag. And the bottom of the first. Here's the shortstop at the plate. Alexander Vargas. Called strike, a sinker at the bottom of the zone. Line to left. Fair ball. Around first and hustling for second. The throw in. Not in time. It's a double.
That was a thing of beauty. He may have been a little behind the pitch, but by getting that barrel into the hitting zone early on in his swing, he was able to meet it and still shoot a line drive down the line and left.
Man at second. And a pop-up. Right side. Foul territory. Casas makes the play, and there's one down. Jordan Walker, the next Cub to hit. And ball one. One out and a runner at second here on opening day. Next offering is in for a strike. Alcantara, one of the best strikeout pitchers in the game, and that certainly is a benefit to him when he's in a spot like this. Registers the punch out and hits 101. Now the Cubs catcher, Luis Campusano. And a base hit up the middle. Vargas around third. Now a long throw home. He will score and the Cubs take the lead. 1-0. Runner at first with 2 away. And here is Gavin Sheets. Ball one there.
Yeah, if you're going to be in the game in high leverage situations, you've got to be able to get the swing and miss and put hitters away.
That one in triple digits. This one lifted in the air, left field. And that ends the inning. But the RBI single pushes across a run. It's now 1-0. You're watching Major League Baseball on the show. All set for the start of the inning. And now the first baseman, Tristan Casas. Swing and a drive, deep right field. And it stays fair. Round second, digging for third. The relay. He's safe at third, and the tying run is 90 feet away.
Didn't take long to get a result for that at bat. Put a very nice swing on that pitch right there. Got one to drive and just kept it fair down that right field line and into the corner. And it's almost impossible to track those down as an outfielder.
Bryce Harper to the plate. He swings and misses at the first pitch. 0-1. Chopper right side. Right. Throws to first in time. That's out number one. And a run comes in to score. And digging in for Philadelphia, Harry Ford. And there's a foul ball. One down, base is empty. Up the middle. Throws to first. Yeah, they get the out.
First of all, that's just a nice job to even get to that ball. And then even more impressive was the throw. Off balance. Had to try to, in the air, get his shoulders turned and make a strong throw.
Fires across the diamond, and the inning is over. And we're back. Bottom of the inning. Now, Brenton Doyle. Line drive, base hit. So a man on base to start the inning. Nick York digs in now. Swing and a miss as he was out front. Alcantara, a multi-Cy Young Award winner. He features Johnson. There's one.
He's out.
Back to first, and that is a double play.
I think 4-6-3 double plays like that are way tougher than these guys make it look sometimes, because no matter how you do it, the feed from the second baseman is a tough one. That's where footwork really comes into play, but right there, very well done.
Next offering is in for a strike. And a good eye there. Ground ball, Casas. He takes it himself to the bag, and that'll do it. On to the third inning. So digging in now for Philadelphia, Aiden Miller. Fouled off left side.
You know, these Phils, as you probably noticed, haven't been shy at the plate at all. In fact, they've probably been too aggressive at times. I'm specifically talking about the first pitch. These batters are swinging more than 80% of the time, which is fine if you're scoring runs, but that hasn't been the case today.
Kicks and deals. Foul ball still 0-2. The pitch. He swings and hits a fly ball center field. Makes the catch. One down. And now for the Phillies, Jordan Lawler. First pitch not close. One out, bases empty. A swing and a miss as he chases way out of the zone. On the ground, right side. Throws to first in time. So the lineup flips over. Now at the plate, Jackson Chourio. Ripped to third, but handled, and that'll end the inning. As we go to the last of the third. And here's the first baseman, Kiki Wright. Alcantara back to work. And the first pitch misses for ball one. And another ball. And that's outside. And now 3-0. It's a leadoff walk. And that's the go-ahead run.
Well, he tried to nibble right there and just missed his spot. Hitter didn't offer at it. Now he has somebody to worry about over at first. There it was, a high-velocity fastball in the zone. I think a little frustration from walking the previous hitter. He's got good stuff. Pitch inside the zone and trust it.
Swing and a pop-up in foul ground. Calls it in, and there's one away.
That was a good pitch to hit right down the heart of the plate. Had pretty good timing on it. Just got underneath it a little bit and popped it up.
And next for the Cubs, Joseph Ortiz. Outside low, and that's ball one. Right, the base runner at first with one out. Right through there.
It's got to be a short game.
And two away.
Then I got to get home.
Frustrating end to the at-bat for the hitter, and I'm sure that's going to sit on for a little while. You want to be ready to hit the fastball. Sometimes you can overthink things, and I think that was the case right there.
The pitch. Line drive. Makes the catch, inning over. So it's no runs on no hits, no errors, and one man left. 3 innings complete, all tied 1-1. Back here at the friendly confines, John Sciambi with Chris Singleton, and set to lead off the fourth, Ronald Acuna Jr. Slow roller to third. Tosses across to first. One up, one down. Evan Carter stands in for the Phillies.
Oh, he's doing a nice job of keeping the ball out of the air. Lets the defense work behind him with another ground ball. Good execution.
One down, base is empty. And that is cut on and missed. And now it's even 1-1.
Not sure if he could be in more of a groove. Looks really relaxed. He's retired 7 straight. This guy's feeling it right now.
The throw to first. 2 up, 2 down. Now batting Tristan Casas. One home run shy of 200 for his career. Swing and a miss as he was out front that time. That one fouled off. Two down, nobody on. That one not close. 1-2 to count. And that skips in the dirt.
Well, he might have to look for a different put-away pitch right here, 2-2. He's already seen the curveball a couple of times in this at-bat, so might have it timed up and ready for it.
That's hard hit on the line. Walker brings it in for the third. And welcome back to the ballpark. Ready to go for the last half of the inning. So now it's the Cubs hitter in the 4-hole, Luis Campusano. Line to second, snagged on the bounce. Whips it to Casas. One out in the bottom of the fourth. Rolled softly, but that goes foul. Strike two. And down on strikes he goes. 2 away now.
Committed to that breaking ball just a little too much and couldn't pull the bat back in time. You know, once you get it going, it can be so tough to stop the momentum of that barrel. Good pitch, had him fooled.
Comes up empty. That's strike two.
He finds himself in a tough situation early. Just got to try to simplify it. Take a knock the other way if you can.
Takes it himself. 3 up, 3 down, inning over. New inning getting started. Here's Bryce Harper. And the pitch. Ball one, no strikes.
Well, these Phillies just aren't putting together very many good at-bats in this one. Just one base runner to this point, and it's not exactly early anymore. They have guys in this lineup capable of sparking something, but it just hasn't happened for them yet.
Next offering is down low. Righty to the plate. Not even close there. And the count is 3-1.
He hasn't fallen behind in the count like this all day. He's in danger of walking his first batter right here.
That one hammered but pulled foul. Three-two. That's foul off to the right side. Keeps the AB going. Three and two. Payoff pitch. Swings through it, and that's a strikeout. And here's the catcher, Harry Ford. He's 0 for 1. And the first pitch misses for ball one. Wouldn't chase that time. All tied up, and we're at the top of the fifth. Next offering in there for a strike. And it's 2-1 now. Base is empty. Spoils that one, and it remains 2-2. Swing and a high fly ball, pretty well struck right field. And it's a one-hopper off the wall. Should be extra bases. Now around second, going for third. And he's got himself a triple.
Well, that was one of those high percentage advantage counts where batting averages are just so much higher. That pretty much split the zone down the middle, and those are the ones where you got to make them pay. A chance now to take the lead, and at this point in the game, that could be a deciding run.
down. Termarr Johnson, the next to hit, grounded out his first time. Right through there for a strike. One away with a runner at third here in game one of this 3-game set. And a curve is down and in. And that one in the air center field. Drops into the glove. Runner tags from third. The throw's offline. He's saved. And a 2-1 ball game now.
Sometimes all you got to do is your job and don't overcomplicate things. Keep it simple. Runner third, less than 2 outs with the ball in play, and a nice job with the sac fly.
Miller stands in but 2 away as he takes a ball.
He didn't want to give up that run, but he did. Got the fly ball, sac fly out. Now it's time to attack these other guys. Get your team back in the dugout.
Hot shot to first base, and he snags it to end the inning. So they get 1 run, 1 hit, no errors, and nobody left on. Home half of the 5th coming up. It's the Phillies 2 and the Cubs 1. Here at Wrigley Field, we head to the bottom of the 5th. So up now for Chicago, Nick York. The pitch. This to center field. He's under it. And it's caught for the out. Now it's Trent Grisham to the plate. Grounded out his first time up. Swing and a tapper that rolls foul. Grisham, first round pick of the Brewers in 2015. Swing and a miss. Nice changeup. And that's outside. And a count 1-2. Left-hand hitter waits. Foul ball, another 2-2 upcoming. And another ball. And that's ball 4. That's a great at bat. He saw a lot of pitches and earned a walk.
It's tough after falling behind a hitter, 2 balls and no strikes, but now at least he gets a fresh start against a new batter, but he needs to get back into the strike zone and start pitching with conviction.
Alcantara over to first, and he's back in easily.
I think you want to get a one-way lead, be very aggressive in the secondary. This hitter not a power guy, so you want to make sure that you can get some length on the secondary lead and perhaps score a ball in the gap.
Right in the box now. Take strike 1.
With 2 strikes, may see some movement over there at first base, trying to stay out of the double play right here.
Fights that one away, and the count remains 0-2. Hits and misses. It's a strikeout.
Well, that's a blue zone right there, or the cold zone on the hitting chart. Just doesn't have much success in that part of the strike zone, and a really good job of the pitcher executing. Try to go there as often as you can. The numbers are in your favor.
Alexander Vargas now at the plate, 1 for 2.
That's a ball.
In the dirt, but kept close.
Counts
With no
1-0.
advance. That's ball one. The Cubs trailing by a run. Last half of inning number 5. Next offering in there for a strike. One ball, one strike.
You know, that's a swing you'll see a lot against a good sinker. Just right over the top. Tough to barrel that up.
2 outs. And a breaking ball drops in for a strike. Here's the pitch. Runner on the go. That's to third. Dives, but it kicks off his glove. No throw, and they don't get the out.
Third baseman, number 3, Joseph.
And up next for Chicago, Joseph Ortiz. In there, and it's 0-1.
He's pitching well, but not throwing a ton of first pitch strikes. Usually doesn't work out for success, but you can never predict baseball.
Grisham over at second. Vargas at first. 2 out of the inning. That's inside. And 1-1.
Boog, he never moved because he never had time to. With that kind of velocity, you'd prefer that pitcher work away.
And the righty deals. Check swing, and that's a ball.
Good spot for the hitter. Definitely has the advantage in this count with runners on. Look for him to be aggressive on this next pitch.
And a 2-1 hammered but foul. Two on, 2 outs. Still 2-2 after the foul ball.
Pretty impressive. We haven't seen that pitch from him much, but he's got a really good feel when he throws it.
Righty delivers. Swing and a ball lifted left field. He's under it. He's got it, and that'll end the inning. Cubs strand a couple, and they trail it here 2-1. On the north side of Chicago, John Sciambi and Chris Singleton all set for the top of the 6th. Now it's the shortstop, Jordan Lawler. Swing and a miss. 0-1. That's in there. Goes down swinging for the strikeout. Had him out front for strike 3.
Oh, there's a small sigh of relief right there. I mean, just to keep that speed on the base paths. It's not just the pitcher. It's other guys that have to think about it. Your infielders have to think about that runner potentially stealing, but also be in position to make a play. As an outfielder, you're thinking about a base hit to the outfield. I got to get to it quickly to try to keep this guy from taking an extra base. So I think everyone just a little more relaxed that he didn't reach base.
Sheets snags it for the 2nd out.
The right fielder, number 13.
2 outs, base is empty. Here's Acuna now. That's in for a strike. 2 down, nobody on. And we're in the top half of the 6th. Comes up empty.
This guy's not wasting any pitches. Hitters got to get into swing mode. This is a good time to expand the zone. Throw something maybe down in the dirt.
Oh, can't pick it up cleanly. But in time, nice job to stay with it to end the inning. 3 up, 3 down for him there. Part of the order, 3, 4, 5 coming up. It's the Phillies 2 and the Cubs 1. Well, we go bottom 6. So up now for Chicago, Jordan Walker.
Not a lot of people know this, but this isn't the only Wrigley Field in MLB history. You know, when the league expanded and added the Los Angeles Angels in 1961, they played their first season at a stadium in L.A. called Wrigley Field, which had been the home of the minor league team of the same name.
That misses. Now 1-2. Got him. And that's the first out. Here's the catcher, Luis Campusano. 1 for 2. He had an RBI base hit back in the first. That one off the mark, and that's ball 1. Swing and a miss, strike 1.
1-1.
Home team down a run here in the bottom of the 6th. The wind of the pitch. And it's even up.
2 strikes.
That one missed.
Count.
Outside, and that is ball 4.
Well, he's normally going to fill up the strike zone and really limit base runners, but his command in this one just seems off out there. A lot more walks than he's used to giving up.
And now the right fielder, Gavin Sheets.
Struck out on just 3 pitches last time.
And there's the strike. Kicks and fires. Big swing and a miss.
This guy's got such a good sinker. As a hitter, you've got to look up in the zone. If you look down, you're going to be chasing stuff in the dirt.
1-run game, 1 out, 1 on. And he deals. And just misses with that one.
Man, oh man, I don't know how you take that pitch. That's as close as it gets.
Swings and misses, struck him out.
He's really good hitting the baseball the other way, so credit the pitcher for having him out in front of that pitch. Clearly he had a fool.
And next for the Cubs, Brenton Doyle. We talk about guys with good speed, and definitely he has it. But pushing the offense aside for just a second, Chris, it's the defensive side that I think the speed factors in the most. Just missed.
Well, he gets to balls that get by most people at that position. Just really impressive because there's certain times the ball comes off the bat, automatically that team that hit it thinks that they've got a base hit or they may have extra bases, and he just takes it away.
Just missed. Campusano off the first with 2 away. Late with the swing there.
2-2.
Swing and a miss. That one in the dirt. In time. So the drop third strike doesn't hurt him, and that's that. No runs, no base hits, no errors, and 1 left on. We're through 6 full. It's the Phillies 2 and the Cubs 1. Top of inning number 7. Now the left fielder, Evan Carter. The pitch. Fastball for a strike. Movement in the Cubs bullpen. Lucas Sims appears to be getting loose. Number 87 getting loose as well. And that clips the inside corner.
Well, he didn't like those first 2 pitches. Now in an 0-2 hole. He's going to have to battle. Hope he gets a mistake.
Outside. Going to count 1 and 2. Swing Swings through that, and it's a strikeout. And there's one away.
Beat him inside on that last pitch, and when you look back at the pitch sequence on that strikeout, it's pretty interesting. Away, in, away, and then back in again. Really commanded both sides of the plate right there, and that makes it pretty tough to get comfortable in the box.
And next will be the cleanup hitter, Tristan Casas. Pitch misses there. Ball one.
Ball one, no strike.
And there's a ball. That one finds the zone. 2 balls and a strike. And a pitch. And another ball. Next offering is in for a strike.
Sort of going really well today. That two-seam fastball has got good run on it. Excellent job of moving it around the plate.
Swings through that one. It's a strikeout. And now here is Harper.
Right. Harper.
And a swing and a miss.
0-1.
Now 1-1. Wouldn't chase that time.
2-1.
2 down, nobody on. And that one fouled off. The pitch. Spoils that one, and it remains 2-2. And the right-hander deals. And downstairs. Got it by him for the K.
Impeccable command in that one. 3 batters, 3 strikeouts. That's electric stuff out there on the mound.
And we're back. Bottom of the 7th. So up now for Chicago, Nick York. Alcantara back to work. Well, he's back out there to begin the 7th. That surprised you at all, Chris?
Yeah, a little bit. It was a little rough 6th inning there, but his skipper's got a lot of confidence in him. But trust me, they will keep a close eye on how he does in this one.
That one misses, and that's ball 3.
Yeah, 3-0.
And a 4-pitch walk.
Now he's been in a very giving mood today.
Manager out of the dugout now, and it looks like we'll see a change on the mound. Sandy Alcantara won't go any further, and as he heads off, we'll step aside for a minute. Back with the new pitcher after this break. Joyce on the pitch here.
These are the spots relievers really make a name for themselves. Late and close. There's not much margin for error, but at the same time, there's a reason they're put in these situations.
And next is the designated hitter, Trent Grisham. Ripped to first, caught. Race to the bag, but he's safe. Good job to avoid the double play.
It's never fun going back to the dugout after hitting a line drive that finds a glove, but you will get some high fives. You know, when you make great contact, you feel like you've done everything right. But in this game of baseball, not everything is in your control. you're a base runner, you've got to stay dialed in here. Look for anything in the dirt. Try your best to get into scoring position.
Right-hander kicks, deals. Out in front with the swing, and that is strike one.
Oh, that's that slurve right there. He threw it extremely well. I'm talking about just a ton of breaks. So tough to get that barrel to.
And another ball. Holding on to a one-run lead here at the bottom of the seventh. Next pitch downstairs. 3-1. Alexander Vargas on deck for the Cubs. That one is absolutely belted. And one hops off the wall. Should be extra bases. In to score from first. We are tied at 2.
He was all over that one. A lot of times in today's game, right fielders are able to get that, but he hit that one quick. Out of here easily, but there's nothing wrong with the extra bases right there.
And the batter will be the shortstop, Alexander Vargas. The shortstop takes the ball.
Count 1-0.
The 1-0. One out. The go-ahead run is at second. Lifted in the air, right field. And Acuna able to make the grab. And there are 2 outs.
Maybe caught that one off the end just a little bit. Couldn't quite barrel it up enough to really drive it.
Now the number 2 hitter, Joseph Ortiz. And that's downstairs and outside. Man on second, 2 down. In the dirt, and an excellent job keeping it right there. At the belt and fires.
That's bullshit.
I always feel like he's frustrated a little bit. He wants to be challenged.
Jordan Walker up next. Let's see if he gives him anything to hit here. Splits the plate, and now 3 balls and a strike. So now 2 on and 2 outs.
Pretty easy walk right there. Last pitch wasn't even much to think about.
Left fielder, Jordan Walker.
So 2 outs with runners on the corners. Jordan Walker, the next Cub to hit. Swing and a miss. And that's strike 1. Two outs. That breaking ball is in for a strike, and quickly it is 0-2. And a pitch.
Well,
the only adjustment he needs to make is his target. If you aim at the outside corner, that slider's going to end up way off the plate. Perhaps look a little more down the middle, and you get it right where you want it.
And a pitch. Fights that one away, still 1-2. Two on, 2 outs. That ball is foul, and the pressure is building. And a 1-2 again. Line drive. Could be extra bases. One runs in. Now it rolls down into the corner. Coming home. The run scores all the way from first. 4-2 now.
Such great concentration. Everybody on their feet, knowing that you could come through with a good swing. And there he doesn't try to do too much.
So they turn things over to the righty, Matt Brash. He has a great slider with tons of movement. So now it's the 4-hole hitter, Luis Campusano. First pitch, and he just misses. Man at second. That misses the zone, and now 2-0.
2-0.
That's a little bit low. So definitely a little wild right out of the gate.
Well, it can be a little tough coming from the bullpen mound to this mound, but you've got to find a way to get ahead in the count quickly. He hasn't. We'll see how this at-bat turns out.
And ball 4 to a ball.
Second walk of the game for him, and he's been really patient at the plate. The game plan that he's sticking to is just not going outside of what he's looking for up there.
Now it's the right fielder, Gavin Sheets. 0 for 3 with 2 strikeouts and a flyout. That one in there across the letters. Stirring in the Phillies bullpen, Dave Hayfie appears to be getting ready. And I'm sure he's feeling some nerves. This would be his major league debut. Santana also throwing. And he hits a ground ball right side. He takes it himself to the bag, and that'll do it. But 3 score in the inning. 2 of them on this 2-run double. It's now 4-2. You're watching Major League Baseball exclusively on the show. Welcome back, and a new arm on the mound to start the 8th. Jeff Enriquez.
Well, the best relievers love the opportunity to come in and protect the tight lead late in the ball game. Some of them are just wired different, so we'll see what he's got here.
Here's the Phillies catcher, Harry Ford.
Harry Ford.
The wind and the pitch. Hard grounder into the outfield for a knock. Man aboard on the leadoff single.
Now that.
Termarr Johnson getting ready to hit. Corner infielders guarding the lines, trying to prevent extra bases. That clips the corner. With the tying run at the plate, and we're in the top of the 8th. Sliced hard, but fouled down the left side.
One ball, 2 strikes.
In the dirt, no movement. Now a ball and 2 strikes. The tying run at the plate. Caught him looking for the K. Aiden Miller stands in for the Phillies.
Definitely wants to stay out of the double play here. Ball on the ground in the infield. Should be an inning-ending double play.
And fouled off.
Now, these guys definitely looking for a big swing of the bat right here. Try to close that gap. But, you know, at the very least, if you can find a way to manufacture that run from first, it feels like it's really important to getting back into this ballgame.
tying run at the plate.
Inside, ball one.
Definitely got the hitter conscious of the pitch inside. Really think the outer half is open.
And here it comes. That misses the zone, and it's 2-2.
2 strikes.
The Cubbies trying to protect a 2-run lead here in game 1 of this 3-game set. Now a rip into left center. That's down. One hops off the wall. Runner around third on his way to the plate. The relay. He's safe as he gets his hand in.
Couldn't have timed it up any better than that. Great hands on that swing to take the inside pitch and drive it into the gap for the double. It's easy to spit off a pitch like that, Boog, and you can pull that thing foul, but that was perfect.
One out. Runner at second. Jordan Lawler will hit next. And a little something extra at stake in this at bat as he's hitless so far with his hitting streak in jeopardy. With a single base runner, because of all the power, they are dangerous to tie this thing up or take the lead. So the tying run at second. And that one fouled off. He fouls it off. We'll do it again. Miller, the runner at second with one away. Gets a piece, and it stays 0-2. One down. Phillies down a run. York throws to first in time.
You want to be a great defense, you have to deliver consistently. It doesn't matter how many highlight reel plays you make if you can't execute the small stuff, just like we saw.
So the batting order turns over, and now the center fielder, Jackson Chourio. And the runner's coming home. Bunting for a hit. He pops it up. Right. Grabs it on the run. But a run will score in the inning on this RBI double. It's now a 4-3 ball game. You're watching Major League Baseball on the show. Ready for the bottom of the 8th. Off now for Chicago, Brenton Doyle. I think when you contemplate him as a player, the first thing you think about is defense, and you think about that great arm.
I also think about the speed. If he can get on, that's going to give one more thing for that pitcher to think about.
Right through there for a strike.
You know, these Cubs showing great discipline at the plate, and patience definitely seems to be the name of their game in this one. They've been able to get a lot of hitters on base today thanks to the 6 walks they've been gifted, and I would imagine the pitching coach is losing his mind over in that other dugout.
Wouldn't chase that time.
2 balls, 1 strike.
Swing and a high fly ball to left. Carter moving under it. He's there. He's got it. Then there's one down.
Now that second baseman, Nick.
And up next for Chicago, Nick York. That one at triple digits. Next offering in there for a strike. And the count is 0-2. One down, base is empty. And that one is in the dirt. It's a ball and 2 strikes. Got him looking. That's a strikeout.
The batter, number 15.
So digging in, Trent Grisham. And first offering is fouled off. Left-hand batter waits. That one's in there. That is strike two.
Man, this has been a real important inning in relief. I mean, so far, they've been doing a great job holding that deficit at one.
Gets a piece there. We'll do it again.
Man, he'd like to have that pitch back.
2 down, nobody on. Here in the bottom half of the 8th inning. Oh, he hit him. And that got him pretty flush. He had 2 strikes on him, and he hit him. And now the first baseman, peeking right. Just off the outside edge. 1-0. Just missed.
2 balls, no strikes.
Swings through that one.
2-1.
Throw to first. Grisham back on a dive. And that one is lifted in the air. Carter makes the grab, and that's the inning. 1 left for the Cubs, but they hold on to a 4-3 lead. We're back. It's the top of the 9th, and there's a new pitcher on the mound, Jordan Romano. A chance at his first save of the year. And now it's Ronald Acuna Jr. 3 groundouts already. He's 0 for 3. The pitch. And that one is in for a strike.
0-1.
Fly ball down the line. Walker moves towards it. Squeezes it. And there's 1 down.
Good pitch. He just kind of had him out in front on that pitch away and wasn't able to stay close.
Evan Carter stands in for the Phillies. 0 for 3 with 2 groundouts and a strikeout.
If you don't get ahead in the count, you can forget about having any success against him.
And there's a strike. Good heater at 98.
Well, so many hard-throwing relievers in the game these days, you would think that hitters have made the adjustment, but I don't know if you ever get used to it. Just pumping gas out of the bullpen. So hard to play catch-up.
And ball 1.
Tried to backdoor him with that slider right there, but just missed off the plate. Good pitch, though.
1-run game here in the top of the 9th. Next offering is outside.
When you get to this part of the order, yeah, there's some pop there, but more likely there's some base hits. So very important to be patient. Let the pitcher walk you, if he will.
Looking to get the tying run on base. Popped up left side. Sizing this one up. And it's 2 away.
Now back.
So it's their last chance in this one. And now it's the cleanup spot for the Phillies. Tristan Casas.
His next home run will be the 200th in his career. It would be pretty cool to see it right here.
See the velocity 97 with that fastball. A 1-run lead here at the top of the 9th. Romano is just one strike away.
That's inside.
And now 1-2.
Well, that turns out to be a really good take right there, but you don't want to end this game with the bat on your shoulder.
That one missed.
Touchdown.
Two down, nobody on. That's outside. And a full count now.
Big pitch coming right here. Last thing he wants to do is put the tying run on base, but he can't groove one either.
Knocks that one away, and we'll do it again.
You're always having a tough time getting a pitch by him. As a hitter, you feel pretty confident that you're seeing different pitches still able to make some type of contact.
Right-handed reliever. Got him.
Hurry up, Bobby.
And
It's
that
gotta
is
be
the
so
ball
good.
game.
Well, his first save of the season is in the books, and that was a nice job of him coming in the game and closing it out. He's off and running now.
4-3 our final score. They hang on to win it by a run. For Chris Singleton and our entire outstanding crew here at MLB The Show, I'm John Sciambi. Thanks for joining us.
Here now is our final line score this afternoon. First for the victorious Chicago Cubs. 4 runs on 6 hits. No errors. They left 8 runners on base. For Philadelphia, 3 runs, 4 hits. No errors. They left 1 runner on base. Time of the ball game, 3 hours and 2 minutes. Our paid attendance at Wrigley Field this afternoon, 41,649. As always, we thank you for your support of Chicago Cubs baseball and remind you to please drive home safely.